Good evening and a very warm welcome to the Grassroots Weekender Show. I'm Mal Lee, your host for this evening, and as they say every other evening, hope everyone's keeping well out there. Well, let's talk about stay home, stay safe. At the end of the day, it's down to your health, isn't it? If you want to go out and you don't want to social distance yourselves from everyone else, well, I suppose it's down to you what you do. But when you look it over, last night everyone was out and about. It was great on our doorsteps. We were playing the music. You never walk alone, stand by me. Everything that goes towards the NHS and care workers and key workers were there clapping our hands. But when you look at social media the following day, and then you suddenly see hundreds of people out beeping the horns, standing close together, it defeats the object of staying safe and staying at home. So we can only appeal to yourselves. Another 3 weeks lockdown. What do? Well, we stay in for 3 weeks if we possibly can. I'm a key worker. I have to go out to work, but I don't think there's any excuse for anyone else who doesn't have to go out to work. And family and friends, please, you've got to heed the warnings. It is a coronavirus. It is a silent killer, like most illnesses, serious illnesses I suppose, but at the end of the day we're getting warned to stay in if we possibly can. Okay, go and do your daily exercise once a day as the same, but what I'm witnessing myself, even driving from Liverpool to Warrington to work, I witness cars out, absolutely no difference to be honest on the roads. Okay, you can say they're all going to do the shop, but I wouldn't think so. There's a lot of families in the car, and I just don't know what's happening at the moment. But social distancing doesn't seem to be working at the moment. The majority of people are doing it. It's the minority who aren't doing it. So all we're doing is appealing to yourselves. Please, please stay home, stay safe. Don't just support the NHS, support yourselves as well and your family. If something drastically happens to you and you haven't been heeding the warnings, well, it can only be on your own head, and then you've got everyone saying you've got coronavirus. Why? Because you were out and about, didn't think it had happened to you. We don't want to take that risk. As I say, you've got family and friends. You need the family with you. You need the family to stick with you. And you need to support each other and not visit your family if you can help it on the doorstep, leaving a bag. Fantastic, that's the way it should be. With food, if you have to go out and get essentials, but you know, there's only 3 weeks to go. If we can all abide by what we're getting told by our government, is just to stay home, because they're not saying it just to please you and keep people happy. They're doing it to make a difference, and they're doing it to save your life. But if you're not listening to them, then dear me, what are we going to be doing? It's more and more people are not staying at home just because hundreds more are going out. So they're thinking, well, if they're out, it must be okay for me. It's like when we're out and about on the touchlines in grassroots football, isn't it? You know, if just something that I'd like to put over is, if the kids are watching mums and dads verbally abuse the referee, it's going to rub off onto those kids. So it's exactly the same in society, the way it's working. If mums and dads aren't heeding the warning and the kids are looking on you, then they're going to say, well, let's get out and about. Now I've witnessed in my own street where there's gangs of youths, about 10 of them, just walking past, probably smoking their spliffs as they normally do, passing it on to each other. What does that tell you? You know, is the message getting across by their parents? Their parents have got to be responsible for their own kids. The kids are going mixing with other people, sharing their cigarettes, as we should say, because I've witnessed that as well. Can't be good. Can't be good for anyone's health, and it can't be good for anyone who they are coming into contact with, because it's at any age now when you're looking at this coronavirus. Anyone can pick it up. So please just heed the warnings. Try and make an effort. Listen not just to me but to everyone else. And the majority, as I say, are people who are just staying in. We're staying in. If I have to go out, do a shop, the family have to do a shop. That's simple as that. But the majority of the time you're staying in. Okay, you might be putting weight on, but that is the way it's going to happen. Do exercises at home if you can. Try and keep yourself fit, keep yourself busy by doing DIY, doing a bit of painting, decorating, do the jobs that you promised your household that you're going to do years ago, because the football's been on, you couldn't do anything, but now the football's off. Hopefully it'll be back if we all abide by the rules and stay home, stay safe. But we don't know what's going to happen in the meantime. Is it going to be 3 weeks? Is it going to be longer? Well, if we abide by the rules, it'll go over a little bit quicker. If we can contain this coronavirus, COVID-19, then we're all doing well. But all we're saying is we've been bringing people together since 2003, and we just want to obviously give you the safeguarding message again. Stay at home, stay safe, and keep your family safe, keep the NHS safe, keep everyone safe, keep society rolling on, and keep putting your posts up on social media. I've noticed a lot of social media posts now. It used to be a real good start, and it used to be toilet rolls, keepy ups, ball keepy ups. Now they seem to be fading out a little bit more. Why? Is it obviously because people are probably getting tired of staying in, but you've just got to grin and bear it, stick with it. And 3 weeks, we all know, if you were in work for 3 weeks, it'd fly over. You know yourself, because it comes so quick, work. And obviously the quicker we can all get back on holiday if we all abide by the rules and abide by what our government are telling us. Anyway, we'll try and talk a little bit more about grassroots football if we can. It's been fantastic, as I say. It was great for everyone to go out and support the NHS and key workers last night, 8 o'clock. Loads and loads more stories, and Tom, Captain Tom, I think everyone got to congratulate him. He's going to raise 20 odd million, isn't he? But I'd really do like to know where we're probably going to raise 200 million throughout this coronavirus. Now we need to know, we're saying it's for the NHS, we need to know how it's going to be spent, what it's going to be spent on, because it's like every day we all go out and do fundraising, and we need to know where the money's going, because I doubt it'll go into the pockets of the NHS workers. So what are we all raising for? Where's it all going to go? Because you get asked the same questions when you do any bit of charity work, any fundraising. People ask where it's going. We all emphasise what it's going to. Great, it's going to the NHS. Is it going to key workers, care homes? I don't know. But who's in charge of all this? 200 million, whatever it's going. NHS charities we've seen, but there's a lot more key workers out there that do need support as well. So can we all maybe dig into our pockets and help the care homes, help the key workers, keep everyone safe basically, and that's what it's all about. But yeah, I reckon about 200 million throughout this coronavirus, COVID-19, which should be raised. Captain Tom's done a fantastic job, 20 odd million of that himself, probably 30 million, I don't know, because he's going to carry on, but well done. And he will be knighted, we all know that, it'll be Sir Captain Tom. Anyway, good luck to him and everyone around who was doing all the fundraising, doing some fantastic work and keeping the country rolling on. But the reason I'm saying about where's it all going, if you raise 200 million for the NHS, so the government going to sit back and go, wow, we don't have to put a penny back in because you just raised 200 million, well done public. We don't have to put any money in to the NHS at all. So are we doing the government's job? That's what I'm trying to put over. So maybe you know where it's all going. We'd love to know what it can go on, but it can't be spent on. But we need the government to fund it as well and give all these key workers an extra pay rise for keeping the country going and out of the misery. And I'd love to pay everyone on social media who's making people laugh, because it makes a difference. The music, the singing, keeps everyone going. Keep it up, please. I love to watch it, I love to share things that make a difference. But you hear a lot of unfortunate stories, don't you, with this virus. But as I say, we should go back to grassroots football. I've said a lot about COVID-19. I shouldn't forget that now, really. I shouldn't get it mixed up. But hey ho, football should be back soon if we all stick to the the rules, the regulations, and the big talk now is it's going to be played behind closed doors, which we expected. But my little idea towards Liverpool, maybe it will come to fruition if it does, because what we done, I did send a message saying, play the song, your fans' song. Every club could follow suit, because if you're watching the games on live TV and it's behind closed doors, you want an atmosphere. The players want an atmosphere. You don't want to hear the players shouting and screaming. Effing and blind will come through big style, and if you turn the sound down, dear me, it'll be so boring. So I think these clubs should play the crowd, their home crowds. Yeah, you can do all their songs. It doesn't really have to be the away crowd, but it'll lift all the players and it'll lift the atmosphere as well. If we're all sitting there watching it, wouldn't it? I'd love to watch that with a lot of atmosphere, and it'll just get the egos going again, the passion going in the households, and it'll be a little bit different. And I know you wives, mums, will all be, well, not all of you, but a lot will be saying, what can I do now? Got to let him watch it. He's done all the housework, everything's done. So I've got no qualms about it. And then all the soaps will suddenly come back again, won't they? So you'll have your EastEnders, your Coronation Streets. They don't look too good at the moment because they're all not acting, but I'm sure they'll all be back out again. And if you're looking on the TV, obviously you're getting used to Netflix, catching up on a million things. A lot of series there, which are great. Passes the time away. But do you see the films? Not many films are coming out, are they? Will they come out? Will they be able to make more films? Because no one's getting together. Social distancing is coming very, very quick and keeping people away. But hey ho, we've got to get on with things, and let's just hope loads and loads of films will come out soon. We'll all have catch up and we'll get back to a little bit of normality, especially in football, because I'm looking forward to it. And while we're on the football subject, rest in peace Norman Hunter, who sadly passed away today. And well, Norman bites your legs. Anyone who can remember Norman from Leeds United in the days, the good old days of Liverpool, dear me, he put a tackle in, and that's where his nickname come from. Norman bites your legs. Wow, what a tackler he was. And I don't think he'd be allowed to play this day and age the way they are. The officials are blowing up for each and everything now. It's contact sports, but it certainly was in those days, believe me. But most of it now, the tackling is going out the window, and we're seeing less of it. Anyway, football could be back, yes, behind closed doors. Let's finish the seasons off, and we may have a parade eventually if Liverpool do win the Premier League after 30 odd years. Dear me, it's nearly put a stop to it as well, hasn't it? I don't know. So what you're all up to, we know by watching social media, it's keeping people together, keeping them all active, keeping them all. I saw a little clip today of a youngster singing a song with a big smiley face, and I just amazing when you're seeing these posts of people, you know, football and kids getting together, trying to keep us all happy and keep us all going. Well, what we've got to look at as well is make sure that our kids are safe as well, because if the lockdown is here and they're not getting out the house, and some of them could be in danger of being abused, we've got to watch, we've got to keep our eyes open. So a message to all the football family and friends out there, please keep your eye out, make sure all the kids are all safe and well also, please. I don't know how long it's going to take, but if you haven't seen little Tommy, little Debbie for a good while, then please get in touch, send messages out, make sure everyone's hunky-dory and keeping well, speak to them, FaceTime, watch parties, they're all on now. You can keep all in touch, FaceTime, Skyping, making sure you're all keeping each other together, keeping each other going through this, talk football, play football. You can see in your gardens, the gardens are going to be battered, by the way. They're going to be, how's the grass doing out there? It hasn't rained, so I can imagine all the mums and dads out there, kids are ruining the gardens, pets are ruining the gardens if you're all on lockdown. What are you going to be doing? Grass seed, get it out. If the grass seeds shops are open, the gardening shops, I'm not too sure, it's not essentials, but I can see going on social media, there's a lot of businesses still going on, isn't there? Keeping you all busy, keeping you all active. Trampolines are getting battered. Yeah, as I say, loads of football, loads of singing, and kids have got talent that we didn't expect them to have. So why don't you portray it more? Get out and about on there and put your cameras on, put your phones on, and entertain everyone. Everyone who wants to be entertained out there, because more and more people are taking to social media and having a little look around on that one, because it's taken over from TV, to be honest, and you are the celebrities, you yourselves, Joe Public, out there making people laugh, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of singers being picked up and actors and actresses being picked up for everyone who's gone on social media and done their little bit comedy sketches, and people are taking notice, sitting up and taking notice, and just shows you the talent that we have. We're talking about Britain's Got Talent with Simon Cowell, dear me, the communities, they must have picked up loads, and I'm sure Simon Cowell will be watching, and it'll give them a massive idea that they chose the people who they think have got talent off social media, and they'll put them on their shows, because I think there's quite a few, especially on the pub activity that's going on, you know. I love to see the singing and people getting together and just making each other happy. Let's all do it. If you've got any ideas, get them on there. No matter how bad they are, people are just getting on there now and doing their own thing. And if you can notice as well, haircuts, well, I can see a lot of filming going on about haircuts soon, and the majority of lads will just probably have enough and shave their heads. Well, I've had a little dabble here. It doesn't look too bad, I suppose, but can't wait till the barbers are back open. Not just for the care that they give, but it just shows you they have a skill as well, and that is sadly missed at the moment. And how you barbers doing? Keep in touch with us, let us know what your thoughts are, what you're keeping yourselves going with, and referees as well. Let's see some social media posts of referees. I saw one yesterday where there was a referee running around the streets throwing a yellow card out with a mask on, red and yellow cards out. Great, keep the entertainment going. Let's see more referees, and put your kits on in the back gardens and do some keepy ups as you do when you're refereeing at half time, because I've noticed here half time you're all having a little shot at goal, keeping, especially young referees, they keep themselves going. We'll do some more keepy ups, put your referee kits on and maybe do some singing. Let's hear more kids out there putting some songs together and keeping us adults entertained before the football season opens up again. Well, as I say, we've got our coaching school. We've booked it in last week in July, Monday, Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and the last week in August, Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. Put that down in your diary for the DXTL coaching school. Just in case, we're not too sure whether we can have it, but we have to book it. We have to get it on the road, don't we? Just in case. So please get in touch with myself, Mal, at Don't Text the Line, if that interests you as well. I'll give the age groups. It'll be from 8-year-olds up to under 12s, please. It was chock-a-block last season, and I can imagine it's going to be chock-a-block this season. So if you're interested in doing a little bit of coaching, I'm sure you will. There'll be more mums and dads wanting to get involved with this one now and getting the kids back into square one. Well, July, August, fingers crossed, we could have a little bit of coaching school, so it is booked up. If you want to get in contact with me, as I say, I'm on all the social media sites as well, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. Just get in touch with me and let me know if your child is interested. We give you all the details as well, and the costs as well. But it'll be the Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, the last week of July, and the Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, the last week in August. I'll be in touch with my coaches, so don't fret. And the kids loved them last year, especially with the equipment. And we got Billy Vaughan will be involved in that one as well. Looking forward to him taking part in it. And thank you, Billy. He's got all the coaching equipment, helped me out, because I had that much coaching equipment I wouldn't have been able to do my show in here, I assure you. And I can't wait to get back into activity in the studio and get some of our guests and managers, referees, kids in there, get our young commentators back on the show, back on the road again, and just keep you entertained if we possibly can. But in the meantime, keep your stories flowing in. Mal at don'ttexttheline.com. Colin Fulton, keep your chin up, mate. I know you're going through a hard time at the moment, but the family are all around you, and keep yourselves fit fit and healthy as well, but be safe, that is the main one. We'll be back again tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. So for myself, Mal Lee and all the team here, the Grassroots Joe, Don't Cross the Line and Respect programme, we haven't forgot that. We'll see you tomorrow at 7. Be safe. Good night. God bless.